Elegance is elegance.
Elegance, I know it when I see it.
I mean, if you say elegance to me, it usually is a chauffeur-driven, open town car driving up in front of the opera house or something.
Well, elegance is very hard to define because we have different types of cars. I mean, elegance in a sports car might be the purity of line of something like a 250 GTO, whereas elegance with a Bugatti or a Delahaye is something altogether different. It's that posh fabulousness of something that was created with very little thought to what it cost, but a lot of thought to the impact that it would have.
If one gets a race car or something, that elegance gets replaced by provenance or importance or, empowerment that it somehow has.
Elegance is a different thing in a 1904 car than it is in a 1950 car. So you have to put your mind in the perspective of when the car was built and for what purpose. Was it a competition car or was it a grand touring car or whatever? And how efficiently did the design work for what the car was conceived to be?
You try to put each vehicle in the context for which it was intended when it was built.
Elegance is more difficult, but then also on elegance, there are some criteria you can all agree on. If something has simply too much chrome and used to be a show car in the 30s, it was not necessarily meant to be super, super elegant. It was meant to create a lot of attraction during the show.
Presentation is a word that says, hey, does this thing look like, yes, it's restored, and that's probably better than it ever was, but does it look like what it was when it was new?
So you can always even argue and have very objective arguments for elegance.
Well, it differs from one type of car to another. We're conscious of it, and we're really looking many times for a car's impact. You can stand there and there'll be 8 cars in your class. You walk around them, and generally there's 1 or 2 cars that absolutely talk to you. That has to be confirmed by the points.
The judging is quite technical, but it's also gives the judge an opportunity to let the design in the car kind of work on them emotionally.
To me, it's simply presence. That one car touches you because it just looks right. It's not overdone. The colors are right. You see the presence of the car because it becomes then, or it tends to become, a personality.
It's the whole package. The car. You can have a wonderfully, beautifully designed and beautifully restored, authentic car, but I feel that if it doesn't have exciting underpinnings, if it doesn't have an exciting chassis and power plant, it's not so interesting. I mean, it's a great car, but I would always go for something that's a combination of both. Something with really exciting chassis and coachwork. That gets my vote.
Well, don't you think that another word for elegance is importance? So sometimes a post-war car or a race car, maybe somebody will question, is that car really elegant? Well, does it make my heart sing? Yeah, absolutely. So I think that's where the moment of passion, or which car would you really want to own and why, comes in.
After you've been around these cars for a while, you can just sort of walk up to one and it speaks to you. If they're done correctly, if the manufacturer and the designer, the bodybuilder were the best in their time, it shows. And some cars just do that to you.
There are some that are just sitting there and they say, look at me, I've got it. And that's part of the fun as well.
I mean, I think that's what makes great cars collectible, is that they touch something in us.